Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. So today I have a create a sim on our new Let's Play Sims for high school years. So before I dive into talking about the Sims and stuff like that, I wanted to say that there is a chance I probably won't be uploading any sort of gameplay until the game is fixed. There's a bunch of bugs right now and I just don't want to play and be frustrated. So I'd rather wait until things are smoothed out with an emergency patch or whatever it is. So yeah, also I wasn't going to update my game, but I was so impatient that I really wanted to go ahead and start working on my Let's Play and everything because I have a bit of preparation that I want to do before I dive into it anyways. So there is going to be some time between you guys seeing The Sims and when I actually record the first episode, because I do still want to do some builds. I would like to build a high school before I'm able to play with them, but we'll see how things pan out. Maybe I'll just find one in the gallery that I like. But honestly, I'd like the challenge of being able to build my own because I have ideas, but at the same time, I don't know if they'll come out the way I want to. So maybe I'll just tackle it and see how it goes. With that being said, let's get on into The Sims. So for this Let's Play, I kind of wanted to try a different family dynamic than what I usually do. And when it came to trying to figure out what I want to do for this Let's Play, I feel like I always had the general idea, but I kept on going back and forth exactly on the details and everything like that, and I'm still not 100% set, but like I think I have the path that I want to go in, because originally I was gonna have 4 Sims that I play with, but then I took it down to 2, but there's still gonna be 4. But for right now, these 2 Sims are gonna be the main focal point. The other 2 Sims that I want to make will technically be 3, but it's gonna end up being 2. I don't know if I want to make a creative sim on them. I kind of want to, but just maybe not necessarily expose what's gonna happen, and that way it'll still be a bit of a surprise. So potentially I might do that. I haven't fully decided. It's taking a lot in me not to just expose exactly what I want to do, but like then there's no excitement or mystery to what's gonna happen, right? If I just like lay it all out right here, right now, you know what I mean? We're also starting out with a single dad, which isn't something I do that often either. I think the last time I had it was, I think actually my white gen of my not so very extended series, and then I think prior to that was my cats and dog series when my Sim's wife was missing, so technically he was a single dad for a little while there. But we have a new single dad in town, and this is Javier Castillo, also goes by Javi for short. So I want to talk about them a little bit, but also not dive in too deep into their backstory because I want to save more of that for the first episode, but we'll see how much I end up exposing here in this video, I guess. But he did lose his wife when his daughter was a child, so he's been a single dad for a little while. So Gia hasn't had her mother for many years, and it definitely has affected her, which also Gia is the name of the daughter. I don't know why that name has been in my head for so long, and I'm just like, you know what? It's been in my head, so I'm just gonna use it for this sim. And so we have Gia and Javier. So I really like the little family dynamic that I have going on here. I'm really excited to dive into it and see how things pan out. I'm really excited to take it slow as well, which is the other problem, is that long lifespan apparently is really buggy right now, which is why I am holding off as well, because I wanted to particularly play this on long lifespan because normal would go by way too quickly for this Let's Play. So like I said, we're probably gonna just wait and see what happens. Now, him and Gia have relocated to Copperdale. Apparently, I've been calling it Cooperdale this whole time, and I didn't even know. Although, honestly, Cooperdale sounds better to me than Copperdale. Like, it just comes out of my mouth a lot easier. So, if I call it Cooperdale, let it be, okay? I'm just saying. So they've moved here because he was able to get a new job at another law firm because he is a lawyer, and it's been taking a lot of time away from being there for his daughter, especially as of late. He definitely isn't on her good side at the moment because they're moving. I mean, the town that they've been living in, she's been there since she was literally born, and so having to be ripped away from everything she knows and from her friends, and having to now join a new school, which is definitely going to be pretty stressful for her because, like anything, going to a new place, it's always very anxiety inducing. And it's not to say that Gia isn't proud of her dad for getting a new job and everything like that. I think for him it was more so finding a fresh start because it felt like he was so enclosed in the same daily routine, and he felt that it'll be a change that'll benefit both of them, even if that may be a difficult decision to make. But sometimes in order to move on, you have to make changes in your life. And so essentially that's where our story starts, and there's probably gonna be more that I'll talk about as we play. I just don't want to throw everything out here. But as you can see, this is Javier. I really do like how he turned out. I felt like I spent a lot of time being finicky with features. Like, I originally had glasses on, but then I kind of liked him without his glasses, and so I ended up going back and editing both him and Gia. And that's what you're watching right now, is the changes footage. And I don't know, I think I'm content with how he is. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll go back and be like, okay, I want to fix him again, but I think I like him a lot more now. Not that I didn't before, because I think he still looks pretty much the same. I think I might have him wear glasses on some outfits, but not like he doesn't actually rely on his glasses type of thing, so maybe I'll do that, because I originally also had them both wearing the same glasses, and I was like, oh, maybe he got like a 2-for-1 deal type of thing, so that's why their glasses are like the same but slightly different. Yeah, I think I might just pop it onto one of the outfits that he has. I ended up giving them both kind of a more casual outfit. Well, technically he has like a kind of like lay around the house sweats type of look, because I usually don't do that, but I was like, you know what, maybe they want to chill. Hers is a little less casual now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, I could still give her like a sweats look, but she could just wear her athletic outfit. I mean, he could too, technically. Not that they have any yet, but they will. So now moving on to Gia. So in order to make her, I used obviously Javier's genetics, and then I took a sim that I made a while back for a creative sim that I never ended up uploading. So I was like, you know what, I'll just use her as genetics for Gia. And so obviously I went in and still edited Gia a little bit here and there, but I'm pretty content with how she ended up turning out. I also, again, go in and change her a little bit after, but she definitely looks a lot like her mom, and so I'm gonna actually have to go in game and kill the mom so that, you know, she's a part of the family tree. So while I was working on her, the one thing that I kept thinking about was the fact that she is the same height as her dad, and that's like one thing I've already mentioned in a previous video, is that I wish that they would have adjusted the heights for teens with this pack coming out, because basically teens to elders, they're all the same height. There's no variation there. So I might go in and adjust her height with a height slider just so that she's ever so slightly shorter than her dad. I'm wondering if that's even something that they considered was height for teens, because I feel like maybe they did think about it, but having to go through animations and stuff like that between like a teen's height to a young adult and beyond maybe would have been more work, because I feel like if, you know, teens were the same height, well, technically I feel like those animations would probably have to be adjusted as well, because they'd have to like shorten all the animations. So maybe it would have been a lot more work, but I would have loved that, honestly. So I originally was gonna use this wavy hair on her, and I do like it to an extent. I think with the beanie, it looks really nice. I think it makes it lay a little bit better. Without it, it just looks a little bit awkward. I think the top of the head kind of looks funky. And maybe if it was a tiny bit longer, it could work. Or I'm sure CC Creator is gonna like mess with that hair and make it look phenomenal, because they always end up doing so. I can't not wait actually to see what CC Creators are gonna do with the assets from this pack, because there's so much good stuff to work with in here. So we're gonna be getting so much good stuff, and I cannot wait, even though I'm still really behind on custom content. So maybe I should go CC shopping first and then think about CC from this pack. So also, now come to think of it, that wavy hair kind of reminds me of the iconic Sims 2 wavy hair, although the Sims 2 one is a little bit less puffy, I guess, and a little bit longer, but it does remind me of that. If somebody did that, if we kind of recreated it with that hair, I mean, it could look good. That hair, I think, has a lot of potential for like future CC hairs though, I think. So now when it comes to Gia's style, so I wanted her to be like comfy and casual, but also not afraid to experiment with her style. So like this second outfit is a little bit more colorful. She's playing around with things a little bit more. And I was gonna have her not necessarily go into the trendy app. I was gonna save that for the other sim that I was planning to play with. But as I was thinking about it, I think it could be a good way to implement that into her story. So I can't wait to get into that, because I only briefly played that in my previous high school years gameplay. So I think it'll be fun, and I'm more so intrigued in getting further into the entrepreneurship skill, because I only got up to I think level 4 or 5 in mine, so not too far ahead, and I want to see like what the perks and benefits are of getting higher up in that skill, and just generally, you know, with the trendy app and stuff. And I know you can become a simfluencer as well, so maybe that could also tie into her, which the thing is that the aspiration that kind of connects to the trendy app and stuff is the admired icon, and maybe that's like secretly what she wants to be. I don't know. I also have her as an overachiever, so we'll see how things pan out. I don't know, maybe I'll change things around, but that's kind of where she is at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this create-a-sim. I can't wait to dive into them. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to do a cast on the other household that I've been mentioning, so we'll see. And I still have to do my Tina Day cast challenge. Like, I've done 3 sims for the next set and there's still so many. I still want to get them done because I like the concepts, and I was hoping that I'd have them all done for when I, you know, release this series. I mean, maybe I could still try and get it done. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that, but I definitely am going to be building their house next for sure, and hopefully I can get a high school going. So with that being said, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in a new video very soon. Bye guys.